Something's wrong, but I'm not sure what. Wait, I think I know. There we go. That's much better. I've got a new skin, and there's a good reason for it. I've been invited to Color SMP for Season 2. On this SMP, I've been assigned the color pink. All season, I've been tasked with building something in that color. I've already got something going, but we've got some work to do. So let's get started. I've been hard at work getting ready for our Ultra project here on the Color SMP. I've updated my skin to reflect as much, and hopefully, soon, the landscape will also reflect as much. I've selected a little area here. It's a little gorge. It's also got this U shape of a mountain, which I plan to put a facade over all of it. And I'm going to cover the ground in pink sand. Pink sand isn't real, I don't think. You know what? There are a few mods on this server. Perhaps there is pink sand. Sand. Nope. But look at this. Concrete powder looks like sand. So we're going to need a lot of gravel and a lot of sand if we're going to cover this whole area with like a base layer of pink sand. Luckily, I happen to know where a desert is. What we first need is tools. What we're going to do is we're going to get an iron farm put together. Reap the benefits of that by AFKing for a billion years. We do need to go the correct way. My house is there. I went the wrong way first. Check your gourds, folks. Now, I do have a desert located, but I don't have a lot by the way of tools. So I'm gonna use this funky azalea tree as my landmark. Why do you look like that? Then I'm gonna go and get my iron farm, which is gonna be on the other side of this desert. See, the ocean's on the other side of the desert right there. I just gotta get to the other side with my chest boat and get out to the village that's that direction. It's the closest one. I've dug a canal. This will allow me to pass back and forth with ease. All right. So before we can get sand, and admittedly, I'm filming this after. Before we can really get sand, though, we had to get this up and running. Just a plain old iron farm, nothing crazy. Got a little AFK chamber here. Farm works by the water source in the back corner, across all of these spawnable blocks here. Push them into this lava. We're able to summon them because underneath here, we have a room, some villagers. I see they've divided themselves into factions. He must be the mediator. There we go. Iron Golem spawns in, swims down this way, dies by lava. It's collected. Easy peasy. The other stuff I've been working on has been a blue farm. It's nothing crazy right now. I still need to automate it. I'm going to put a crafter section. Spit it out into a chest that's accessible right here. To do that, though, we're going to need some hoppers. So let's get some chests made up. Turn those into... Get ourselves a barrel. Let's get to work. We want the crafter to immediately put into the barrel. But the crafter needs to have some silliness going on. Because what we're crafting is a full 9 blocks with the bamboo, what we'll do is we will put comparators that will put a filter on the comparator. For this one, go in here, we're going to select all one. We're going to get an observer. empty. We're going to put that on top of the observer. The observer is now a signal of 8. We want it to put out a signal of 9, which will power this crafter. But only once the signal inside the crafter is greater than the signal coming in from its side. That observer is going to detect when the signal comes from this observer and put it into the crafter and then spit it into here. Now we just need the hoppers. Something that's going to let the light in there. Got to block this wall in so that when the pistons fire, all of the bamboo is dropped into the mud below it. You also don't want mobs. Always make sure to light up your redstone. And there we go. Look at that. It's coming in as quick as I need it to. It doesn't need to be super fast. It doesn't need to be super powerful. I just need it to be passively generating wood constantly. I'll admit, I must acknowledge the elephant in the room. I do have a nether portal. I've crossed to the other side, and after a little bit of mining, I've gotten myself some okay gear. Still got only about 25 diamonds or so to my name. I did decide to poke my head through. It's not very safe out here, as evidenced by the ghast noises. But if we just poke our head out... Yeah, that's not safe. So yeah, it's right next to a fortress, which is going to drastically speed everything up, I think. We'll have elytra in no time. Here we go. With the wonky azalea tree. Right. Let's first chest boat. An early game shulker box. Time to get digging. You know, I tried to get digging, but even though I was able to start digging, I did get a little bit distracted. Okay. Let's hope for a sniffer egg. Wow. Awesome. Ah, emerald. You can breathe on this one. Another emerald. Incredible. A third emerald. A pottery sherd. There we go. That's interesting. Ah, finally came out to see me, huh? Do it, you won't. Bite me. Go! Oh, Lord, he's coming. Treasure map. Oh, he's converted. Drowned. Let's take a look at this treasure map. Looks like we have a journey ahead of us. Archaeological site has yielded us a magical treasure map, and at the very bottom of it, it looks like treasure. I can take on 1 or 2 drowned at a time, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's just untenable. You know, I came here for sand, but I might be going home with like a heart of the sea. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. Just as soon as the moon goes away. Luckily, I slept and reset my phantoms after AFKing at the iron farm all evening. They good? Iron axe. I mean, that's not bad. A gold nugget is terrible. What is this loot pool? Are you frigging kidding me? Man, that's mine. Ah, dang it. Alright, so I believe it is time for us to use this treasure map and perhaps eat a little bit of bread. Let's try and avoid that creeper, though. Looks like we're headed right for it. That shore over there. Somewhere inside this little piece that's jutting out. Somewhere here. I needed sand anyway, so this is just a good way to get it. I dug and dug to no avail. I watched as each piece of sand was removed from my face, and I had to accept it was in the water. What are you looking at? He's laughing at me. I can tell. Okay, just a little more air. Little snack break. As we're like right on top of it. Oh, we were right on top of it. Heck yes. Treasure. Let me get some air. Oh. Oh. I don't even know what other noises to make. Heck yes. Are you kidding me? Look at this. I got a ton of sand. And part of the sea, water breathing potions, 4 diamonds, and some food. I think I want to go back to that desert, collect as much sand as we can with the inventory space we have, and then go home. A home stretch here. Be coming across our stuff soon. There, I can see it. My spruce trees. All 3 of them. For this season, I'm looking to build something that looks a little bit like Fire Wave Nevada. I always take my inspiration from real nature because I really do believe that some of the best builds that exist are ones that consider ecological things. So I'm going to use white terracotta to cover the whole range. And that's all the time I've got for you. I know it wasn't a lot. There's a lot of work to do, and a lot of it's just the grindy, boring stuff for right now. Hopefully, I'll see you around in the next one. Thanks so much for stopping by, and remember, dance or it doesn't matter.